Do you actually know how your multiport valve works? Well, I'm Matt from Swim University, and here's what each of your multiport valve settings does, when to use them, and how to troubleshoot common valve problems. Now, before you adjust anything on your valve, you want to always turn your pump off before moving the multiport valve handle, because switching it while the pump is running can actually damage the gasket inside and cause leaks. So turn the pump off, move the handle, and then turn the pump back on. Do this every time. Also, always rotate the handle in the same direction, usually clockwise. This prevents wear and tear. You want to press it down slightly before turning to keep that gasket seated. Okay, so here's every setting on your multiport valve and when to use them. So you've got 6 common settings. You got filter, waste, closed, backwash, recirculate, and rinse. Now, some valves may also have a winter setting, yours may not. The settings are usually in that exact order on your valve if maybe your sticker has worn off. Setting number 1. Filter. This is your everyday normal operating position. Water flows from the pump through the filter media and then back into your pool clean. If you're not actively doing something specific with your pool, then your valve should always be on the filter setting. Setting number 2 is waste. Now, the waste setting bypasses your filter entirely and sends the water straight out to the waste port. You'll just want to make sure that you have a backwash hose connected there before you use this setting. Now, this setting is useful if you're vacuuming heavy algae, debris, or you've used flocculant that can maybe overwhelm your filter. Otherwise, that stuff goes right through the filter and then back into your pool. Your water level is going to drop when you use this setting, so make sure that you have a garden hose and a hose filter nearby. Setting number 3 is closed. The closed setting shuts off all the ports in the valve, so you want to use this when you're working on equipment. And you never want to run your pump with the valve in this position because the pressure can build up fast and then you risk damaging your system. Setting number 4 is backwash. You want to use this to clean your filter. Backwashing reverses the flow of water through your filter, pushing the trapped dirt out through the waste port. You want to run it until the water coming out of the backwash hose or the sight glass is running clear, which usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes. We've got a dedicated video on the full backwashing process if you need it. Setting number 5 is recirculate. The recirculate setting moves water through the pump and back into your pool without touching the filter media. You'll rarely use this, but it's recommended when you're adding certain chemicals like flocculant, which needs to circulate in the water without getting trapped in the filter. Setting number 6 is rinse. After backwashing, you always want to rinse for about 30 seconds before going back to filter. This resettles the filter media and flushes out any remaining dirty water from your lines. So the sequence is always backwash, rinse, filter. Just don't forget to turn your system off before you move the handle. Setting number 7 is winter or winterize. The winter setting opens up all of the ports inside the valve so that the water has room to expand when it freezes. You want to use this when you close your pool and not the closed setting. I know it's confusing. Now, if your valve doesn't have a winter position, that's okay. You can leave the handle between 2 settings to keep all of your ports open. By the way, if you want a quick reference guide for all of your pool equipment and how it all works and how it's all laid out, you can get the Pool Care Handbook. Just grab your copy at swimu.com/book. Finally, here are some quick troubleshooting if you have problems with your multiport valve. The most common problem is when water is leaking out of the waste port during normal filter operation. That's almost always a bad spider gasket inside the valve. It means that the rubber seal inside the valve has cracked or has become unglued. So you'll need to replace it by opening the valve and gluing in a new gasket, but then just wait 24 hours before you run your pump again. Now, if the water is leaking around the handle, this is the stem O-ring that's likely worn out or has been shifted. Now, most valves will have rebuild kits with all of the O-rings and all of the gaskets included. If the handle is stiff or it's still leaking, well, it could be the internal spring. Now, at that point, you just replace the full valve assembly because it's usually easier than fighting with that spring. If you have any questions about your specific valve or your specific filter setup, drop them in the comments below and check out the anatomy and circulation sections inside the Pool Care Handbook. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy swimming.